Alright, hello everyone, Joe here. And yes, we are of course back doing another video. Today we're going to be looking at St. Andrew's Church in Frenze, however you say it. So basically, this, God, I'm trying to think of what to say. Oh yeah, this church is rather unique, to say the least, because, of course, you may have noticed it doesn't have a chancel where the altar goes, it's just a nave. So, yeah, we're going to take a look around the outside, go inside and just conclude it there. Yeah, don't mind that. So basically, as you may have seen, this church has some very good materials to it. I don't really know a lot about this church, so I'm just going to say what I think. Right. So the first fact I have on mind is my water bottle, by the way. I may drink it throughout the video, so if you'll excuse me, just gonna drink it first. All right. So, the first point of business about this church, as you may have noticed, there's not a tower. This is a bell cot, often referred to as a bell shelter. So basically, this church never had a tower. It probably never really did, but so the bell is rested in there. Moving on to the side, we have a war memorial. Now, there are a lot of these around churches, and of course they have names of people who served during the war, both world wars actually. Yeah, as you may have noticed, there's not a tower here, so basically there's only a bell cot, which is a bell shelter, or whatever you want to call it. The bell is housed there. And of course we have a devil's door. If you guys probably know what a devil's door is, because I've been explaining it a lot. There's something really odd about this church. It's slightly slanted. I mean, it sort of is from where you're looking at it on this video, but I think it yeah, it does look slanted. If you look, instead of doing this, it's doing this, so it's a bit odd. Some lovely windows, and of course every church has one. It has a back. That's all there is to talk about at the outside. So we've established two things. The church doesn't have a tower. It has a bell cot or a shelter with a lovely weather vane on top. And it does not have a chancel, it only has a nave. So right, we're going to go inside now and check out the interior, and then that'll be it. The whole Buck of the Mare show will be out next Saturday, so stay tuned for that. So, church open. The Church's Conservation Trust, they own this, so they give us... Right. Oh, right, what do I stand for this? Yeah, there's a good place. This is the porch. I've explained this to you many times. That's how you enter the church. I mean, the Devil's Door was the original entrance to the church. So we'll go ahead and enter it now. So it's got lovely framing, not a single thing. And oh look, it seems we have a coffin here or some sort of grave. So I think maybe when they built the church, they decided to build it with this grave in. I do not know who it belongs to, but and we'll never know. And of course, here's a bit of text. If you guys want to read it, feel free to pause the video if you wish to read it. If not, you can always come down here. So let us enter. Right. Now this church has a unique interior. So here we are. Here's my camera just in case if I get any planes over, put there. So, as you may have noticed, my theory was right. There is no chancel, it's just the nave. And of course, this church is rather unique. Got a lovely roof up there. Hang on, I need to clean my lens real quick, hold on. Might see a bit of black. God. Really sorry, guys. I'm not making this a good viewing experience, am I? You know what, I'll do. So, this is the interior of the church, as you may have noticed. There's something really unique about this church. You may have noticed there are no pews. They're just seats, so you can simply sit down here and you get this view. I think there used to be pews in this church, but I don't really know the history that well. This is, of course, the altar. You may have heard me explain it many times. And there's quite a few stuff down here. Let's see what they say. I don't really understand it. That's Old English. But yeah, got some nice ones there. Yeah. Got a lovely depiction of them in their clothes. I think that says sort of like where the graves are. Oh, this one I can read. It says, "Here lieth the body of William Cooper," yeah, Cooper, gent, who died the 30th day of March, 1693, aged 54 years. And yeah, that's how they would, of course, do their things, because Old English is completely different from the type of English. Like this one, for example. "Here lieth the body of Richard, son of Richard Nixon." Wow. Something and Sufan, his wife, who departed this life the 28th day of August, 1678. Yeah, that says 78. In the 2022 year, 22nd year of his age. So yeah. I'll talk about a couple more things in the interior when I end it here. This is a box pew. Basically, these were served for the higher, basically the more posh and rich people back in the day. So basically, churches were specifically built they were built by the poor for the rich. And since there was a class distinction back then, the poor got these eye chairs or pews, and the rich got box pews. And if you want to open it, you unlatch this and go in. Also close it behind you, and then sit down. So yeah, basically the rich would sit here. Of course, they'd do their own thing. Yeah, so basically we have class distinction in the modern era, just like we do nowadays. For that, I'll show you guys the clips in it. Finally, we have where the Reverend sits. It's of course called a pulpit. This is a very fancy one. If you look, it's got a very lovely roof and lovely little wood. The wood is quite well preserved, actually. Of course, other stuff. And finally, we have the font. You probably know what the font is for. I've talked about it many times. And a very unique devil's door handle. Right, that's the video then. I hope you guys found it enjoyable, and I'll see you guys next time for the old Buckingham Air Show video. See ya.